Welcome back to my Bourdain series where I'm cooking my way through Anthony Bourdain's Lael cookbook. Let's get started with day 2. If you guys watched my first video, you know that I tried to make successfully the first recipe, which was Dark Veal Stock. So that made about 32 ounces, not a lot. And I decided I was going to use that to make Demi Glace. For those of you who watched my previous video, you understand that this beautiful, delicious stock took 12 hours to make and caught me quite by surprise when I popped it in the fridge and it made beef jello. Apparently this is the goal, but back to the Demi. Think of Demi Glace like beef bouillon paste, but homemade and better. Or as Mr. Bourdain himself described it, the mother, the source for all other sauces down the line. I decided to make the Demi Glace right after I made the veal stock, so let's walk through the process of what I did. His Demi Glace only called for shallots, veal stock, and red wine. Very simple, very easy, very straightforward. Now, considering I vowed that I was going to follow the cookbook as closely as I could for all of these recipes, do I wish there was more specific instructions? Yes. Do I really give a shit? No. Before I add in that veal stock, though, he does say to reduce the red wine with the shallots, so that's what I'm doing here. Fun fact, if you dip your spoon into the sauce, you can measure beforehand and then measure again later to tell how much is reduced. Once it's ready to go, add in your veal stock jello, and I mean every single ounce of it because you spent 13 hours making it. Because he says we're not ever allowed to boil any stock ever, we are going to drop the heat only to a mild simmer and let that simmer away. Quick intermission while that's simmering. A few of you guys noticed in my previous videos that I did have a roll of butcher paper on my wall with an Anthony Bourdain quote on it. Here's said paper. I'm happy to switch that out every week like you requested. Good idea. Around 2 hours later and our sauce looks perfect. We're ready to strain it out. Yes, I'm using 2 strainers on top of each other because I may or may not have forgotten that I would need cheesecloth again and used it all for the veal stock, but it's fine. I 100% got every single drop out of the shallots, totaling 1 whole cup. He recommended that I follow the Julia Child method and pour it into an ice cube tray and then freeze it for future use. It made about 9 tablespoons, so there's that. This little frozen nugget of goodness I will use in future recipes as I cook my way through the book, most notably boeuf bourguignon. Boeuf. 2 more stocks to go and then we're on to the soups. Anyway, 2 down, 116 to go.